This is my fourth time trying to record this video, and it's getting a little bit on my nerves. It's not that the videos are bad. They just, I don't know, I just don't like them when they come out. But anyway, this is my May book haul. I think I've collected everything that I have purchased in the month of May, but honestly, it's really hard for me to keep up. May has been a long fucking month. I had finals, and then I had to move out of my dorm and come home, but yeah, I'll just get into it. Okay, so the first book is Mars One by Jonathan Mayberry, and essentially it is a dude who, his family is set to be the first family to colonize Mars, but he has fallen in love with a girl. You know, he's like 12 when whoever says, "You guys are going to Mars," and he trains for 4 years, and then he's 16 and it's time for him to go to Mars, and now he doesn't want to go because he's in love with this girl, and there's like some other bad stuff that might be happening as far as I can tell from reading this little thing. Also, the main character has the same first name as my boyfriend, so that might be a little weird to read, but whatever. Secondly, this book was a complete cover buy, and I did a full book review on it yesterday. I don't know when I'm uploading this video, but my last video that I've uploaded was a book review for the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin. I highly, highly recommend this book. It was amazing, and it was just really good fantasy, and just, I loved it. Which prompted me to go to Barnes & Noble. After about 100 pages of reading this, I went to Barnes & Noble, was looking for the sequel. They didn't have a sequel, so instead, I bought The Dreamblood Duology by N.K. Jemisin, and I don't really know what this is about. It was just the only other thing they had by her there out, so I went with it, and I had a coupon, so it was like 15 bucks for a duology bind-up, which I thought was pretty cool, but, you know, for in-store Barnes & Noble prices, is pretty good. So, because they didn't have the second book after the 5th season in Barnes & Noble, I went online and ordered it off Amazon for like 8 bucks, and it's normally a $16 book, so I felt pretty good about that. Not too disappointed in myself for spending more money on books, but this is The Obelisk Gate by N.K. Jemisin, and it's just a sequel to the 5th season, so the 5th season is essentially like, it's not post-apocalyptic, it's like while the apocalypse is happening, so that's the real basic baseline for the 5th season. Like, if you want to know more, just go check out that review, and I go into way more detail. Just know that I freaking love these books, and I will be reading this book next after I finish Seeker by Victoria Rossi. I waited so long for this book. I read Riders like not too long after it came out, and I loved the book, and I loved the concept of like these 4 random dudes becoming the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. This is the sequel, and I like almost completely forgotten about the series until I saw a picture of this book on Tumblr, and I immediately went to Amazon and ordered it. Pretty sure my mail carrier person hates me because it's like every other day there's a book in my mailbox, or that's the way it seems the last couple days. But so far I really enjoy it. I'm about 100 pages in, and it's just kind of a continuation of Riders, so I won't really say a whole lot in case someone hasn't read Riders and I don't want to give anything away, but it's a really good book. 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, so I mean, I've always loved horses, and you know, just, it's a good book. Next I have Legend by Marie Lu. I had never read any of her books, but I've always heard really great things, and you know, everyone loves her, so I decided to give her a chance. I don't even know what the book is about. I just went to where it's like the Marie Lu section of the YA part of Barnes & Noble, and I was like, okay, which series do I want? This seems like the good starter book for Marie Lu, and that's the one I got, so, you know, hopefully I'll get to it sometime in the near future, but if not, I will get to it eventually. And then we have A Whole New World and Once Upon a Dream by Liz Braswell. Whole New World is a retelling of Aladdin, and Once Upon a Dream is a retelling of Sleeping Beauty. I read this one and it was okay. It was a good book, but it wasn't like anything super spectacular. It was more, it read more like a middle grade book than like a YA book, which I was a little disappointed because I was hoping that it would be more YA, but it was a good book and it was entertaining to read. And it's essentially, instead of Aladdin getting the lamp, Jafar gets the lamp and then he goes on this rampage and, you know, destroys everything pretty much. It was a good book, like, not gonna lie. Not gonna hate on it. It was a good book. But this says, what if the Sleeping Beauty never woke up? So I don't really know much more than that. I just know it's a retelling of Sleeping Beauty. So I don't foresee me reading this in the very near future, but who knows. My brain decides what it wants to read when it wants to read it, and that's why I never do like TBRs, because I know I'm not gonna stick to the TBR at all. And finally, I have A Court of Wings and Ruin, which I have been waiting for so long, even though I haven't finished A Court of Mist and Fury yet. I'm about 200 pages into that. But I saw a picture of like her proof copy or whatever. It was an unbound copy. It was just loose pages, but it was this massive thing, and like her caption on Instagram was just like 700 pages or something along those lines, something about 700 pages, and I just remember being like, oh my god, this woman is trying to kill me. And then I buy it and it's like a teeny tiny little thing. Like, it's dense, it's heavy, like it's heavier than this one, but it's like, what? So yeah, I think that is all of the books that I bought in May. Hopefully I don't buy any more, but that is not a guarantee that I will not. If I do like a June haul, then I'll add them there or whatever. But yeah, that's all the books that I bought in May so far, at least. I'm gonna go read now so I can finish Seeker and then get to that next N.K. Jemisin book, because I'm not gonna say that name again because I'm just gonna mess it up and be embarrassed. So yeah.